Bismillah, haven't done this in forever, but I just watched Jurassic-World-Dominion and it got me thinking, it got me musing. And who would have thought that this latest entry in the Jurassic franchise would actually get me musing again, but here we are. And this isn't going to be a full-on Chris Stuckman, Jeremy Johns movie review. Those guys are good at what they do, and maybe they didn't like this film as much as I did. I just have to say wow, first of all, for the film. And this is really where reviews get subjective, isn't it? Because I wasn't so critical of the cinematography, for example, or the CGI and all that stuff. I could understand why people would have gripes with certain parts of the story and other things in relation to the film specifically, but you know, when it comes to art, when it comes to any medium that you consume, you don't look at it in isolation. No one interprets anything in isolation. Things always have a context, and oftentimes that context has a context. Let me make sense of these musings. Essentially, I came out of the theatre, and yes, I liked the film. Like I said, I don't want to stop critiquing the story and everything. I came out of New Capital Cinemas in Acacia Mall, Pakalane, and I was walking back to the car. It was the last show of the day. It was the 8:15 out, finished, and came out of the theatre like 11:30, and actually at 11 on the dot. And I think I missed the first 15 minutes of the film, but I'll probably go watch it again for all I care. But yeah, I just wanted to say, looking back at the mall and thinking back to the times that I marathoned the entire Jurassic Park franchise before Jurassic World came out, because I have the DVD with all 3 movies in it, and I remember being a massive Jurassic fan growing up and knowing the names of dinosaurs before I could hold a proper conversation, and making uncles feel a bit awkward because I could say Tyrannosaurus Rex, but I couldn't actually respond to the questions they were asking me about, I don't know, what I learnt at school the previous day or something. Looking back at that, and then looking back at Acacia Mall, Pakalane, and just pondering on the fact that I never thought that I would be standing outside Acacia Mall. I never thought I'd be in Pakalane, living in Pakalane, working in Pakalane, and watching a certain conclusion, so to speak, of a franchise that I hold so dear to my heart. The film was called Jurassic-World-Dominion. And looking back, I just think of the dominion of time, in a way. And I believe there is a tradition within Islam, a hadith. I don't know how authentic it is, or if I'm not misunderstanding it or misinterpreting it, but Allah does say at one point that He is time, and the dominion of time can just be interpreted in so many ways. Allahu Akbar. I often say, or used to say in these musings, that I wish I could show you a glimpse of my heart so you can also feel the serenity. And what's interesting now is that I'm not at the usual place. I'm in my room. I moved into a new place since the last time I did the musings. But that feeling of serenity after watching Jurassic World, wow. I didn't think that this would be the result. I was even contemplating not watching it because I thought it was going to be an 8:30 show. So that's about the time I got there, but it was an 8:15, 8:15 show, so I missed the first 15 minutes, but I watched it, and I might just go watch it again, because when I look back to look forward, and I've got a submission to do on Monday morning, so to speak, that's basically a submission in regards to something in relation to the future. You see, one thing that Jurassic-World-Dominion really got me pining for, or got me working towards, is getting a family of my own, and understanding the importance of family, understanding the importance of people in your past, as well as people